Hello, hello. Welcome to midweek reading sprints. I'm using my middle grade March mug and I have apple cinnamon tea and it's delicious. How is everybody this evening? It does say there are a few people here. Feel free to say hello in the comments. I was hoping some of the other girls would be able to start with me, but I think they'll be popping in throughout the night. I know Jenna said she was going to be late and Katie might not be able to make it, but Amanda is probably handling the kids right now. But hopefully she'll pop in. Hi, Rainey. Hi, Molly. This tea is so good. So, so good. Hello, hello. Hi, Jill and Emily and Jane. All people that I recognize. I love that. I'm glad you guys are here to hang out and read. What are you going to be reading tonight? I need to see if I can find the audiobook for this because I read it in print the first time I read it a couple years ago. And I like reading it in print because there are some fabulous illustrations in the Graveyard Book. So I'm trying to find one that's fabulous right now. The two that I just found are kind of creepy. But I mean, full page to just partial half page and then even partial with words. So there's so many illustrations. So I like reading it in print as well. But there are two different audio versions I want to try. One of them, Neil Gaiman himself reads it, and the other is a full cast audio, which I think would be fabulous as well. So we'll see if I can find the audio, but I'm hoping to start this tonight because our book club is next Wednesday, and I haven't even started it this month. But then I may read an essay in this Mary Oliver book, Upstream. I've been reading just little bits and pieces of this throughout the fall because I think it's perfect time to read it. And then I'm also reading The Tenant of Wildfell Hall for my Patreon book club. And I have a little over a week for that. And I'm so much at the beginning. I've read this little tiny bit right here. I've got a long ways to go. This doesn't look very chunky, but it is teensy tiny little print and it goes way to the edges. Yeah, it's a decently long audio, but I found an audio that I like. So those are the three things I might work on tonight. But I also chose finally my 3 books to read like Audrey, and I finished one of them today and kind of want to jump into another thriller. So possibly I'll find, I already found the next one on audio, and I still have one Read Like Mitzi book left to read. A little bit here and there everywhere tonight. So we'll see what ends up actually getting read. But I know for the beginning, I'm going to start with the Graveyard Book. The brand is Celestial Seasonings, just the typical, like the kind of generic-y, not generic. I think it's good. So, but it's the cinnamon apple spice. So it's a spice tea. It has a little oomph. It's not strong. Like the spices are strong as well as the apple. I don't know how to describe it. I'm so bad. It's very good though. Jill's reading the Graveyard Book. I think I will listen to Little Dorrit, Fun, and The Way We Live Now by Anthony Trollope. Deep in the thick of your Victober reads, Rainey. I love it. I love it. I love it. Hi, Jane. Glad you're here. Finished the Graveyard Book. Maybe a historical romance tonight. Nice. Well, you found the audio on Hoopla for Graveyard Book. My Hoopla libraries, my library selection on Hoopla is not that great, but that's a good place to look. Do you have the full cast audio, Kim, or do you have the Neil Gaiman one? Amanda!
I have arrived.
Yay! I'm just getting caught up on comments, hearing what everybody's reading tonight.
I still haven't decided what I'm reading tonight.
I know, I just listed 5 books. So, I mean, I'm going to start the first sprint with Graveyard Book just because I found a graveyard ambient.
Oh, fun!
So it just matches the ambient room. And I tried to find, there are some that are like straight creepy. I tried to find one that doesn't have like jump scares in the middle of it, and like you might hear a little wolf howling in the background, but yeah.
Oh, that's not bad.
But so what are you deciding between?
I started today the X-Hex,
Fun.
which is like a October witchy rom-com.
Yeah.
And then I have Graveyard Book. Or I could read on my Kindle.
Yeah.
I'm reading Out on a Limb.
Okay.
Which is like a self-published, I think, book. One of my friends read it. It's on Kindle Unlimited, and she loved it.
Nice.
So
that's cool.
that's what I'm reading on Kindle right now.
Nice. Emily's reading Jade War. Shayna, I'm glad to hear that the Neil Gaiman narrating is so good. Amanda, the one that you have saved on Libby, is that Neil Gaiman?
That's Neil Gaiman.
I'm wondering where I might be able to find the full cast audio, because didn't Jenna say there's a full cast one too?
Oh, yeah. Is it not on script?
I don't know. I haven't even begun to look yet, so I have to check.
What I'm doing right now.
Fine, you do the legwork. 4 Aunties and a Wedding, lovely. Yeah, free on YouTube. Gaiman's reading of the book is free on YouTube. I love that. Not sure of what you're reading. Just finished Huckleberry Finn. Fun, Jen.
Not on script.
Okay. Yeah. Someone said they found it on Hoopla.
Yeah, I'm searching there.
Everybody's
but my Hoopla is not great.
That's what I just said.
I think it's because my Libby is pretty good.
Yeah.
And I know some people, it's like vice versa.
Yeah, my Hoopla is touch and go. Like sometimes it has random things and sometimes not. So I don't usually even check it anymore, but I can. Probably not reading Middle Grade tonight. That's totally fine, Jennifer. You are still welcome here.
Yes, you are.
I don't have any middle grade remaining on TBR for October. Pumpkin Everything, a short contemporary seasonal romance Hallmark movie-ish. Love that. Pumpkin Everything. Making some popcorn. Yay, Teresa. Thank you.
Oh, wait. I wonder if this is it.
Libby had the full cast.
Performed in a full cast. Yeah.
Oh, where is that?
It's a 2-week wait on Libby. Which would
but I wonder, because I have 3 other libraries that you don't.
Yeah, it has like a yellow cover like this.
Okay. Yeah.
Instead of the blue.
I'm gonna look it up. I just finished my first Read Like Audrey book.
Did you like it?
Yes and no. Like it was very compelling, but it would never be something that I would recommend to people who like to read like me.
Well, yeah.
And I was rolling my eyes at the main character making dumb decisions.
Well,
and I was so proud of myself at the halfway through. I'm like, this is what the twist is going to be.
It wasn't right.
No, not at all. Not at all. But I even filmed a clip because I'm like, if I'm right, I want to have it documented.
That's last year I read, I think it was last year. Was it the year before? I don't know. I read Daisy Darker. And I messaged Lindsay partway through because I'm like, are we supposed to know that this is the thing? And she's like, how did you guess that? Because I was a fourth of the way into the book and I guessed the twist. And she's like, how did you know that? And I'm like, it's obvious, isn't it?
Yeah, that's funny. I did say at the beginning, because I'm really bad with mysteries, and usually the author gets you to trust certain people and not trust certain people, and then the twist has to deal with that, like who you believe and don't believe. And I did say that, and that was right. That part, I shouldn't have trusted the people that they want you to trust. Yeah. So I mean, but I go back. I don't know. I did not get it.
I like mysteries where there's breadcrumbs.
Yeah.
And you can figure it out.
Sure. Yep.
Unlike Agatha Christie, where it's the answer is totally out of left field and you're like, what?
Yeah.
That makes no sense.
I just read a collection of short story mysteries that were like that you couldn't figure them out.
I read and then there were none. And I'm like, the end of it, I was just like,
I think she does have some that you can pick up on the clues. I know I read one with my mom and she halfway through was like, this is who did it. And we got to the end, and sure enough, she was right. I'm like, how? And you could have like picked up on stuff throughout, but anyways.
If you can pick up on things and figure it out, I'm typically I can do those. So go ahead.
No, I didn't. My Libby does not have the full cast, but it does have the other one, and I downloaded it from my library, so
so that you are listening to mine.
I can listen to the same thing, but not yours. Yeah.
So I was going to tell you. I did look on Hoopla. It doesn't have it on my Hoopla, so
yeah, I'm gonna check them
for me.
What were you going to tell me?
So when we went to Phoenix, we all bought the Myrtle books.
Yeah.
So I've been doing it every day on my phone, just on the website.
Yeah.
Because you could do it on the website. So I've been doing it every day, and I'm getting pretty good.
Yeah.
I've also been doing connections every day.
Oh, nice. Me too.
Today, I did not get it, but I knew what the things were. I just didn't know which ones went in which category because they all kind of intertwined.
Oh, they do that on purpose. Yeah, I did get it today, but I was down to one last. So I did get it, but my Hoopla does not have the audiobook, only an ebook, which doesn't help me. Although it does have the graphic novel. I might favorite that. Because I forget that Graveyard Book has a graphic novel too.
It does. So
I'm going to save the graphic novel because that might be fun to read after I read this one. Just for kicks and giggles. I need to read my allotted pages of Salem's Lot, then switch to Graveyard Book. Good. Lock every door. That was my first...
I have. Is that the one with the neon green?
No,
that's Home Before Dark. That's the one I have.
Lock Every Door is the pink one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I don't have that one.
That was my first and only Riley Sager that I had read up until today.
Don't let that dissuade you, though, Molly.
Yeah, no. October. Oh, that cover is gorgeous.
It is.
I've
seen that cover.
I've had that in my Amazon cart multiple times, and I keep taking it out for other things, but that cover is gorgeous. I'm glad that you're actually reading it in October. That's perfect. Your Libby has the full cast version. Yeah, every library is different. I'm glad that you have that option. Fun. Hex was meh. Yeah, I've heard that from a lot of people. Some people really love it, and some people are just meh.
Yeah.
Pumpkin Everything is a Hallmark movie. Fun. It's that time of year where I might do the just 2 months of Hallmark channel because there's so many Christmas and fall movies that I just need to watch. Yay, Emily, glad you're here. 4 hours left. Yes. Speed that thing up and get going. Your Hoopla has both. Kim, where are you? Do you want to share your library info with me? Kidding, but not kidding.
Don't do it. She has access to so many libraries. Don't get
but none of them have the full cast audio. Too fun. Yay. Hello. Welcome, Alicia. Glad that you are here. We're going to be reading in just a minute or two. I'm just going to get caught up a little more, and then I have a fun ambient room that matches the Graveyard Book. So it's not my typical cozy, fun fall. It's definitely a little more
spooky.
Cemetery.
What do they call it on Currently Reading? Sploopy?
Spoopy. Yep. I haven't been able to figure out the murderer. Yeah, I never can anyway. I just get so caught up in the story. I forgot to do connections every morning before I get out of bed. Connections is one of those games like Wordle where they give you one every day, one game.
A daily
game.
It's
a set of
16
words, and you have to find the connections between. So there's 4 groups of 4 words, and you've got to find.
You have to determine how they can be grouped together 4 different ways.
Yeah.
So whether it can be anything.
Right.
And so today's was all words that started with F.
With F, yes, it was hard.
And And they'll throw you up because a lot of times they'll have a word that can go into multiple categories,
Right,
or they'll have
right.
5. Like a lot of times I'm like, okay, I know this is a category, but there's
Right.
5 words that could go.
Right. Like it's days of the week, but there are 5 days of the week. I know it's days. I know one of the categories is days of the week, but then you have to figure out like Wednesday
That was yesterday.
is also a character in Addams Family. So, yeah.
That one's not
right
in the days of the week category. It's in the Addams Family.
Addams Family. So it throws you off because you only get a certain number of guesses, just like in Wordle. So I play Wordle, Connections, and Global every day.
And I've been doing Wordle, Connections, and Myrtle.
Myrtle. I'm going to have to do a Myrtle in the mornings too. That would be fun. Although that will take a little bit longer. Not too long though.
It doesn't take too long.
Try a chapter. I can't read spooky even in middle grade. New Hallmark Christmas movies start tomorrow evening. Now is the time to join for 2 months. 2.5 months, I guess. Oh, my floss tube crossover friend. Oh, fun, Rainy. I love that.
Welcome.
That's very cool. Graveyard Book and A Study in Scarlet. Good. Just got your connections. Love it. I don't know the global one. Nerdle. What's Nerdle, Emily? I don't know that one. Wordle and keyword. Oh, I don't know keyword either. Oh, and contexto.
Write these down.
Friends. Write them all down because there just was 4 of them.
I know.
Contexto.
There it is.
I have a little note card here too. I can write them too.
Okay, so we got Nerdle, keyword, contexto. Did I miss one?
I don't think so. Well, global's the one that I do. That's not. Yeah. Global, you have unlimited. Global, you have unlimited guesses, and there's just a country in the world that's picked for the day.
I tried doing that, and every time I try, I give up because they're always random islands in the middle of the ocean, and you get every single other island except the one. And I'm like,
true. No, and it tells you based on the color of the island how close you are to the actual, or not island, country. So I always start with Turkey because it's in the middle of Europe and Asia. And then if it's light, like if it's very far away, then I go either to the Caribbean or the Pacific Islands because that's typically where it ends up. But my geography skills have just increased so greatly. And I also have a tab open for just Google, and I'm like, okay, countries near Cuba or whatever, like near Dominica in the Caribbean.
I just get on Google Map and I'm like zooming in.
Yeah. Oh, Nerdle is math equations? No, thank you.
I'll do that.
That would be so bad. And then reading Killers of the Flower Moon. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and get to reading. And we will go, it's 8:18. 23. Let's go till 40.
Okay.
Just a little over 20 minutes to start with. We'll go till 40. And if we really hate this, not invite, wrong thing. If we really hate this ambient room, I do have another one pulled up that is back, like in case we really don't like it. I listened to it for a while though, because sometimes I don't listen to it first, and then I'm like, oh, there's like pouring of tea or something, and it just doesn't sound good. But I think I listened to it enough that we should be okay.
We should be okay.
It does. You may not want to look at it. There's a little grave digger, so you can hear him digging the graves. But we'll see.
Cute, though.
We'll see how it goes. It's not as creepy as some of the other ones. Here in a little bit. Everybody come back. How did that sprint go for you? Amanda, when you're listening to audiobook, like when you have the headphones in your ear, do you ever want to like itch your brain?
Yes.
Sometimes it
Actually,
just so
I'm dealing with a bit of an issue right now because I think I used my earbuds too much.
Oh no.
I have a bit of an inner ear situation going on.
You? Oh no.
I have for over a year, but I'm finally working on getting it addressed with the doctor. But I can't get into an ENT until the end of November. So,
yeah, sometimes I just wish I had
medical
a Q-tip to like jam in there and just.
I may be slightly addicted to Q-tips.
It's the same.
Not healthy.
Not gonna lie, same.
The last time I went to my physical, I told my doctor, I was like, yeah, I use Q-tips a lot. Like, I mean, everybody does it. And she's like, no, they don't. And I was like,
what is a lot, though? More than once a day?
Depending on the day, yes. 100% once a day.
100% me too. And I get so mad if I don't have them.
And then 100% every time after I take a shower or go swimming.
Sure, yeah, me too. I don't like having
I don't like water in my ears. But then because I've been dealing with this situation, it's like itchy, like inside my ear is itchy. And so I use them to, it's weird.
I think it's because of the sound waves. It's the sound waves, right? It's got to be the sound waves tickling the inside of your ear. I don't know. Yeah. Too funny. What did you end up reading that sprint?
I did not. My husband called, and so I talked to him.
Nice.
And then yelled at some kids.
Oh, there you go.
And then I had about 2 minutes left, so I scrolled TikTok.
As one does. I
use my time wisely.
These chapters are long. I read 30 pages. I'm on page 30, and I'm still not done with chapter 1. 35 is the end of chapter 1.
Holy moly.
Yeah. But I'm listening. So I'll listen and read. I'm probably going to go next sprint and do the dishes. So I'll listen to it while. Actually, I might alternate between this one and Tenant of Wildfell Hall, but I think I'll do at least one more sprint of this one before I switch.
Yeah, I think I'm going to listen to that one next. Yeah, just to get started on it.
Let's see. I stopped at Killers of the Farnham. Okay. Yellowface.
Oh, Emily. Good to know. I did not know these.
better late than never.
Like inner ear though, and it's just one ear.
Lady Audley's Secret. Nice, Mary Lou. Updating Goodreads. Yeah, that was one of my goals at the beginning of the year. I think I made it to March. And then in March, I read a book basically every day.
You can't keep up.
And I just didn't keep up. So
I rate all of my books on Goodreads.
I do rate them all.
You know what I've done really good at this year?
What?
Krista, you know.
What
have I done really good at this year? I've talked to you about this.
You've done lots of great things this year.
Stop it.
Being the mom of the year.
No,
what have you done with
NetGalley percentage?
Oh, your NetGalley. Yeah, you've been rocking.
I've been rocking it on NetGalley.
You really have. I'm so all of my Historathon reads are going to be books that I own. That I also have on NetGalley. Like now they're out and I own them. And they're on NetGalley.
I think we talked about this when we were on our trip, but my NetGalley like strategy is that I request books that I'm interested in listening to, and then wait for the audiobook to come out, and then listen to it either from Scribd or Libby, and then review it on NetGalley.
Yeah,
which is not the purpose of NetGalley.
Not at all.
Not even a little.
I'm doing in November. It's nonfiction November. So I'm going to read at least one or two nonfiction. It's Historathon. So that's a love of mine, is reading historical fiction. And this will be the second year, NetGalley November. So I'm going to try, other than the nonfiction, I'm going to try to have everything else I read, other than one or two nonfiction, be something that's on my NetGalley. Does
somebody host NetGalley November, or is that just a thing?
No, it's just something I do. I don't make prompts or anything. I just try to focus on that.
I might do that too.
Do it. It's fun. I made a huge. That's the only way. Last year, that's the only way I increased my score at all. My score. It's not a score. My review ratio. Didn't read. Was writing Goodreads review of Night of the Gargoyles. Read about 15%. Nice. Q-tips. All the Q-tip fans. Itchy ears can be a sign of perimenopause.
Yeah, that's what I said. I was like, even one ear?
Interesting.
I feel like anything can be a sign of parent. Like anything can be a sign of pregnancy. I learned that the hard way. I
wake up in the mornings and my thumb is almost unusable because it's so sore. Right? This joint at the bottom of my thumb. And I'm like, is it bruised or is it arthritis? Like I'm at the point where it could be arthritis because it's like now it's fine.
Yeah.
But I woke up this morning. I couldn't brush my teeth holding that hand because it hurt so badly. Like, am I sleeping on it wrong? I don't know. Molly did her dishes. That's what I'm going to do next sprint, Molly. I'm going to go do some dishes because I think before the night is over, I want to bring you all because I started sorting a puzzle today. Because I have a handful of fall puzzles that I want to do.
I did a puzzle earlier this week, but I would have to take you guys and like sit on my bed and do my I have a puzzle table and I sit on my bed with my puzzle table and do my puzzle, and that's not going to be a great angle for the map.
I'm going to figure it out. If I can figure it out, I'll do it. I'll close my screen. I'll turn off my screen and see how it goes. Mary Lou, it is a reread for both Amanda and you've never read it, Amanda.
I have never read the Graveyard Book.
All the three others, Jenna, Katie, and I have read it and loved it. So it's new only for Amanda. It's reread for the rest of us.
But that's okay because next month I'm the only one that has read the book.
That's right. It'll be flip-flopped. The Canterville Ghost, fun. I like Oscar Wilde. Basing that 100% on The Importance of Being Earnest, which I think is hilarious. Doing some research. Oh, whole body itches. I get restless leg. Like my legs get twitchy and itchy. I have heard that compression socks help with that. And I wore them on the plane on the way to Phoenix, and it definitely helped. I noticed a noticeable difference because I did not wear them on the way home, and I was like, yeah, I could feel the difference completely.
That's crazy.
My ears do the same. Just read 25 pages. Joint pain is a sign of, oh, listen, Emily.
Hey, you need to take your research and I'm just joking. Just kidding.
Next month's book is Free Lunch. We'll
the
talk
next
about
comment answered hers. Free
Oh,
Lunch
yeah.
by
Sorry.
Rex Ogle.
Yeah, that's what it is.
It's a nonfiction book.
It is nonfiction. The discussion for this book, Graveyard Book, is next Wednesday. It will always be on the last Wednesday of the month, whatever that may be. So this month, it's not, what is it? It's like the 20 something.
25th?
Where's I can't look.
Well, what was yesterday? Yesterday was
25th.
the 18th.
Yeah, it's the 25th.
Hey, I just pulled that out of thin air.
Well done. Adding 7 to 18. Yeah, next Wednesday. Yep. I'm doing something really fun tomorrow that I haven't told you guys about.
What are you doing?
I'm getting my first facial.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you're going on a date.
No, that would be more fun. No, I'm going to get a facial.
That's really exciting.
I've been cleaning out my desk, like finding stuff, and I found a gift card that I was given over a year ago, like a year and a half ago. And on the card, it's handwritten, expires July 2023. I was like, well, it doesn't say that on the actual little card. So I called and I had to give them the numbers on the card and everything, and they didn't say
it was expired.
I couldn't use it. So I'm going tomorrow morning.
Brett bought me a gift.
I've never had one before. I'm very excited.
I've never had a facial. Brett bought me a gift certificate to go get a massage.
Yeah.
A spa last year for my birthday, and I have yet to use it.
Yeah, I was so mad because this is a gift for my little dude that I nanny for my birthday in 2022.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oops.
I'm going to use this tomorrow. So that should be fun. Hopefully I don't show up with like a rash and bad reactions. Rainy, I love it. Yeah. First it's going to be super awkward.
Fair.
I love it. Hello, Angela. Reading the Bellwoods game. I saw that their discussion for it is tonight. The Keisha is doing Bookathon. I forget what it is. The middle grade spooky readathon. I pulled it out because I was hoping to get to it this month, but it's kind of low on my priority list. So we'll see. I might still get to it by the end of the month, but we'll see. How are you liking it so far? It's a lot of fun, you said. I see that. Are you still single? I mean, I hear ya.
At least you know.
Lack of opportunity as well, though. I mean, yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah. It's fine.
You go hit up all them bars.
No.
Hi, Krista.
Not my scene. Not my scene. Emily, I feel the same, right?
I still think next year on our trip, we should take you to do karaoke.
Oh my
I think you would have so much fun doing karaoke.
Listen, my church worship team and like production teams just had a game night last weekend, and he had karaoke. Like he had a DJ that does karaoke come and did karaoke, and I still didn't do it. And that's with people that I sing with all the time.
No, you have to do it in front of a bunch of strangers. It's worse when you do it in front of people you know.
And there were no margaritas to like.
Mm-hmm. That's the kicker right there. Is you get a couple margaritas and then you sing some random old song that you still know all the words to. It's a blast.
There are not very many songs that I know all the words. Yeah. Rainey, do you do karaoke?
Yeah, who here does karaoke? And if you do or have,
what's your song? What's your go-to?
What is your go-to song?
Yeah.
Because I have a friend that does karaoke a lot, and she has like a song that she always is her first song.
What is it?
Love Shack.
Nice.
She always does Love Shack.
What would you do? Rainey, no, I would never.
I have done Sold, which is like the hey pretty lady, would you give me a sign? I give anything to make you mine on mine. I do your bidding and be a beck and call. It's a country song, an old country song.
Yeah.
never seen anyone looking so fine, man. I gotta have she's a one of a kind. And I'm going once, going twice, and I'm sold. The lady in the second row. She's an 8, she's a 9, she's a 10. I know she got pretty red lips, blonde hair, blue eyes.
Karaoke.
I've done that one, and you got to have some lungs to do that one.
A lot of words in that.
A lot, yeah. But it's fun.
Marks are key to doing things you hate. I love that.
It's true.
I've only done it a couple times. Sweet dreams. Like sweet dreams are made of these.
The hard thing with karaoke is you think you know the words to a song.
Right.
You know the chorus or maybe the bridge, but you don't know all the verses and all the stuff in between. And so that's where it can start tripping you up.
Yeah. I was kind of annoyed that he had got karaoke because I just wanted to play games. And it was a game night. And then nobody played games. Like people sat around chatting and people sang. I was like, I'm here to play games. There's a whole table of games. Yeah, I tried. But encore, Alicia says, encore. You know, the one that always comes to my mind is from Greece. I got chills, they're multiplying, and I'm losing control. Yeah. That's the only one I would probably do if I did it.
It's electrifying.
You better shape up. I like the Korean style private karaoke booths.
Yes.
And privacy does get better. Great stress reliever. That's hilarious. I don't even know
you can't do that.
I think we need to do next meetup then in Pennsylvania, so we can grab Rainey and make her come do karaoke with us.
Hey, Broadway counts. You could do Broadway. You could do Disney songs.
Yep.
We did a Backstreet Boys song. Me and a couple of friends did a Backstreet Boys song. That's
so funny. Yeah, with someone feels less intimidating. It's the stage show that I don't want to do. Like I can go and sing a song. That's why the privacy, I like this idea of the booth. Just do it in the booth without anyone else there. So you don't have to.
Most times, depending on what bar you go to though, a lot of times nobody's paying attention.
Yeah, this is true.
Except for your friends who are like heckling you.
Yeah, of course. I don't need that to be filmed. I love it. Oh man, too funny. All right, let's read again. I'm gonna stick with Graveyard Book.
Sounds like a good option.
That ambient room was okay. It wasn't too.
Oh, I liked it. It was great.
Okay, so it's 57. Let's go till 25. Whoa. Let's do a longer one. Hopefully before the end of it, Jenna will be able to join in.
Oh yeah.
She said she was getting home late because of all the stuff. But and Katie has a Owl's Nest event this weekend. So we knew she wasn't going to be able to pop in, but she might say hi. She might pop in to say hi, but
oh, sweet.
We told her no pressure.
Don't worry about it, yeah.
Yeah. Alicia, don't encourage that. Okay. So happy reading. We're going to go till 25. See you back. All right. How'd it go for you that time? Did you read anything?
Yes. I listened.
Okay.
I've been listening to the Graveyard Book, so I'm on the second chapter. And I did find the full cast on my Hoopla.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. Try searching. Search for Neil Gaiman. That's how I found it. If you search by the author and not the name of the book, and then pull up everything that he has and just like scroll through it.
Yeah.
That's how I was able to find it.
Let's see.
But I have to wait until tomorrow to get it because my libraries hit their max.
Why does Neil Gaiman have so many books?
Yeah.
Like kids' books? Yeah, no, mine does not have it.
Pam's reading Bluebird. Are you liking it so far? How far are you into it?
Ooh.
Yeah, plug in my light.
Did you watch my bookstore shopping day, Amanda?
Yes, you got it. I saw that you got it.
Yeah, I got it too. Yay. I love it.
But yeah, no, I saw you got it. I'm influencing everybody to read it because I just love it so much. Why is my lighting's turning off? Whatever. My lighting's just going to be bad.
You're fine. I have the overhead and 3 lamps in this room. And
my only light in this room is behind me and it sucks. Yeah. And so I got a light, but it's apparently dead.
I'd be so mad if I went to game night and no games were being played. I did find a group that played Dutch Blitz with me for a little while. And then I taught them one other game, but I love board games too, Pam. I was kind of bummed. I was so excited for a game night. And then he said, oh yeah, and I got somebody to come do karaoke. I was like, okay, cool. But it was so loud that you couldn't, you could only play games that weren't a lot of talking. Yeah, it was really annoying.
Yeah.
Got to the second chapter of my book. One of those, what am I reading books? What speed are you listening to the Graveyard Book?
Me?
Yeah.
1.8.
Does yours have the music?
Oh yeah.
When the music comes out, like totally doesn't fit the vibe at all. That's so funny. So I finished chapter 2. Well, finished 1 and then read all of chapter 2. And then I stopped when I got to 3 a couple minutes before we were done. And I did all my dishes.
Hey, yo.
We don't have a dishwasher. So, and neither Jordan nor I love doing dishes. So it gets backed up all the time. So there was a lot of dishes to do. And we made like a real dinner tonight. So there was pots and pans and whatever. All kinds of stuff.
I haven't made a real dinner all week. I have eaten out every single night this week so far.
Nice. My mom had given us Omaha steaks a while ago, and they were in the freezer still. So finally we pulled them out. We're like, we need to eat these soon. And so I put a little rub on them, and we did like a sear and roast. So I seared them on the stovetop and then put that pan into the oven. And I rubbed them with the Omaha steak seasoning sauce and a little extra garlic because I love garlic, and a little salt. Oh my goodness, they were so good.
That sounds
so good. Got to chapter 9, switching to Starsight. Fun. I read 20 pages. Did that one. Didn't read during that sprint. Posted my review on Instagram. Updated my fall bookish bingo. Nice. Mug of ice cream. Perfect. I know. Dutch Blitz is a lot of fun.
I don't know if I've ever played Dutch Blitz.
You don't live in Amish country.
I've heard of it.
Yeah.
I've heard of it.
It's definitely...
No, I grew up in euchre country.
Oh, I played euchre too when I was in high school. Yeah. I haven't played euchre probably since high school.
No, we play it whenever we go home. That's like our family game.
And I used to play I used to play 2-person euchre with my friend Laura at lunch every day.
I hate 2. No, it has to be the traditional 4. Yeah. You can play 6. You can play 2.
Yeah.
It has to be the 4 person. Otherwise, it's no bueno.
Kim, what did you think of those? Very different books.
Yeah. I've heard good things about the Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches, and Drowning I love.
There are 2 Bluebirds. The one that Amanda talks about is the one by Sharon Cameron, and there's another one by Genevieve Graham. That also,
that one too.
I was going to say, Melissa from Libraries and Labradors loves the Genevieve Graham one too. So
that one might go on my Historathon TBR.
Yeah. I finished. Yay! Oh, I'm glad you liked it. That's fun. I can't put my book down. Love that, Molly. Big in Michigan. Yeah, I lived in Rochester, New York for a while. So it's that like Lake
It's a very regional game, and people outside of the region are like, what are you talking about?
Yep. Yeah, exactly. What is euchre? You spelled it right. So
you did. You spelled it right. It's a 4-person card game, like spades or hearts or something.
Yeah, very similar.
Would be.
Yeah. Recently bought Bluebird from Scholastic.
Yeah.
Drowning is so good, Kim. If you're all feeling slumpy, Drowning will kick that slump to the curb because you will not want to put it down.
Drowning.
I should get that.
Brett's always asking, my husband is always asking for, well, not always, but recently he's been traveling a ton for work. And so he's been asking for book recommendations. So Drowning would be a really good one for him.
Yeah.
It's hard because a lot of the stuff I read, he's like, no. All the romance stuff, no. Most of the historical fiction, he would be like, absolutely not.
Would he like Red Rising?
That's actually one of the ones I got. So I did Red Rising and Ground Zero.
Oh yeah.
He read The Martian last year. I gave him the new book. This is a teaser. The new book that I got from Poison Pen. It's like the Puzzle King or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I gave him that. He's been reading that this time around. So
nice.
I tried to get him a print. He reads so fast. I do not read fast. I listen fast, but I do not read fast.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It is so hard to explain to people. You Google it.
It is. Euchre is very
Ohio.
Unless you grew up playing it.
I love that. On Ontario, Canada. Yeah, I feel like you're all right. It's all right in that same area.
Yep, region. And it's funny because my husband grew up about an hour and a half west of me in Indiana, and he had never heard of euchre before.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's just.
Yeah, one suit is Trump, but it's not the same. It's not like spades where spades is always Trump. It changes, but then the jack.
You only play with 9 to ace, up. So 9, 10, jack, queen, king, ace. You only play with those cards.
But jack is high.
Jack is high, but only if the Trump suit.
Oh yeah, only the Trump suit jack is high, and then the same color
is the second highest.
It's like the next
so
highest.
Like if clubs were Trump, then the jack of clubs is the highest card, the jack of spades is second highest, and then ace, king, queen, 10, 9 of Trump. So yeah, it gets complicated, but it's tons of fun. There's a lot of strategy to it.
Mm-hmm. I was like, no. I love it. You could learn it. It's fun. That's bringing back memories.
You can learn it unless you play with a group of people who have been playing their whole lives.
Right.
Like my parents, and then they do not like new people playing with them because they're like, you're an idiot. They are straight up like, why'd you make that decision? Why'd you play that card? They get really snarky. I was like,
that's the worst. Oh man.
Whenever we play in my family, we're always like, who gets to be on Brett's team? Because he's the newest player out of everybody.
Yeah.
He's like the low man on the totem pole. He's not bad. He just is the newest.
All we do is play euchre. That's so funny. They'd be right. I am an idiot.
You're not an idiot, Rainey.
I used to, in high school too, I loved card games. Man, I would walk around and get my parents to play rummy with me. They're like, I'm on the phone. I'm like, you don't need to talk. Just play. Here's your cards. I dealt it already.
My mom is a big card player.
Oh, I
used to be really into all sorts of different solitaire games.
Oh man, I loved all of them. Rummy, golf, spades. Kings in the Corner, like
Yep.
Up and Down the River. We had so many games, euchre.
So it's funny, Emily, you say that about euchre tournaments. My cousins, we always did like a cousins week at my grandparents' house. There's 10 cousins, and we always had a euchre tournament going.
Yikes.
So.
I love this. We need shirts. Euchre.
If you know, you know.
You know, you know.
Much. Hey, I got to step away for just a second, okay?
Yeah, no problem. I'm from Wisconsin. I never heard of it until I went to school in Minneapolis. Yeah, Uno, Skippo, Flinch when I was little. Mealborn. I don't know how to say it, but there's a French car driving card game. But it has its own set of cards. I used to love all those card games. I like all kinds of games. Pinochle. I never learned Pinochle, and I never learned. Yeah, is Pinochle the one my cousins play? I think it is. I never learned that one. I was a euchre girl, not a Pinochle girl. That makes sense. That's funny. But I lived in Syracuse, New York, central New York, until 9th grade. And then in 10th grade, we moved an hour and a half down the road. And I had never heard of euchre in Syracuse. And in hour and a half closer to like in Rochester, we played all the time. So that was kind of a weird, like, split. I never heard anyone in Syracuse area talk about euchre. None of my family, only until we moved. Phase 10, love it. Played one round and I was done. Emily, that's hilarious. Pokino. I don't know what that one is. All the teens ended up at my house playing gin rummy until midnight during summer break. Love that. Cute, Katie. That's fun. Kaiser. What is Kaiser? I don't know that one.
I've never heard of that.
I think I'm going to switch my book for the next sprint.
Yeah.
I think I'm done with Graveyard Book for the night. I need to get an on Wild Hell Hall. So I'm going to color. I'm going to happy color.
That's what I've been doing is just coloring and listening.
Yeah, I did go back through just to see if I missed any pictures. Because I like seeing the illustrations. But I was hoping there'd be ones down in the
There's a lot of characters right out of this game.
Yeah.
That's the thing that's kind of tripping me up, is trying to keep everybody straight.
Yeah. I don't know.
That's always hard for me, especially on audio, when there's a lot of characters right away, to try to figure out who's who.
Who's who, sure. It usually irons itself out as you keep going.
Yeah.
I played Pinochle online, so I didn't have to learn the scoring. Nice.
Our kids in school learn cribbage in 4th grade. It's part of their curriculum.
It's a good math game. I never learned cribbage until later. Yeah. Guys, there's so much in 8th grade that our class held a competition at the end of the year.
Oh, that's so fun.
Cool.
I love that.
I don't know what Kaiser is, though.
I know. I'm about to look it up.
I know, right? All right, it's 9:40. Let's go right to the top of the hour. Perfect. I'm switching it up. We're like a short one and then a long one and then a short one and then a long one.
Hey, I like it. I like variety. Keeps us on our toes.
We will go till
it's magic. You know. What's that even from?
I don't know.
It's a commercial.
It's
I know
for
that.
sure a commercial. All right. Happy add to stage. Here we go. All right. 20 minutes. Shorter one. See you in a bit. Right. Come back.
That was perfect timing.
Nice.
Finished a chapter and got the music.
Did you finish chapter 3?
It was either 2 or 3.
2 or 3, yeah. Nice. I made the switch to Ten of Wildfell Hall, and they just had a big discussion about raising kids and what's the best way to do that. And the single bloke is trying to say what he thinks, and the single mom is like, shut your face. You can talk all you want to, but I'm going to keep my own opinion, is basically what she said. Like, go girl. She's like, I'll listen to whatever you have to say, but I'm not changing my mind.
Right. Well, she did better than I did then, because I would have probably not even listened. Like, you can shut it and bye.
So I just saw Angela, her comment about the Bellwoods game. It has the cutest. So this is the Owl Crate edition.
Right.
Here. It's an adorable, it's like an eye, but with the silhouette of the kids. Like, the hardcover is adorable. The end papers are these fall leaves. So cute.
So pretty.
It has a note print. So, like, she signed it, the author. But then there's a note, like, written in. Like, they added this page of a note from the author. And then there's cool. This. Look at this map. It's the cutest.
Oh, my goodness.
It's the cutest map. of their town, Fall Hollow.
Oh my
The name of
goodness.
the town is
Stop
Fall
it.
Hollow. Come on, Fall Hollow. It's really cute. And there are a ton of illustrations in here. So I really do feel like this is the best time of year to read this book. But yeah, there's a lot of like partial illustrations, but also full page illustrations. Yeah. I love a middle grade with illustrations in it.
That map is adorable.
Yeah, it's really cute. Just the art style of the illustrations is cute too. Yeah, I think this will be fun. I just don't know that I'll get to it this month, but it's in my pile.
It's on my list of books that are in Scribd jail for me.
Oh, I didn't even think to check if it's on Scribd. Oh my word, my basket.
I always check Scribd, and everything right now is in Scribd jail for me.
The worst month for me.
I haven't had that happen in so long, and then I'm like,
the worst month for me. It was over the summer, and I was cruising through audiobooks and just between Libby and Scribd, I was listening to a ton. And I got down on Scribd because it keeps not only hiding books that you search for, but your books that are saved get smaller and smaller. I was down to 4 books on my saved. I probably have 50 saved to just scroll through, and I was down to 4 choices. I'm like,
I have like 33 books right now that are in Scribd jail that I can't get to until October 30th. And I'm like, but they're all spooky books not all of them, but there are a select few spooky books that I wanted to read this month, and I can't now. Okay, so Scribd jail, somebody was asking. Oh yeah. Scribd is an audiobook app that it's like a subscription that you pay for, but you get unlimited access to audiobooks. So it's kind of like the library where you just borrow them. You don't own them. Right. But you can use it unlimited. And they have a lot of like new releases and whatever. It's ebooks and audiobooks. But depending on what you listen to, like how many newer releases or really popular books you listen to or read or whatever, it will determine what you have access to. So if you listen to a lot of new releases, it may say, okay, you can't listen to these select books until your next time period or whatever, but you still have access to books, and a lot of them. Like I still have 60 books that are saved that I have access to. It's just like you might not have access to the select one.
Right. Yeah, Rainey, it's so true. Unlimited access.
Yeah. But I feel like that's true to a sense, like unlike Hoopla where you only get like 7 checkouts or Audible where you get 1 credit a month. It's like kind of, but it's not even like your library, because your library even like you can only check out 15 books at a time or whatever it is.
You can save as many as you want to, but depending on what you listen to and how many you listen to, it will start to pull them into Scribd jail. That's what we just jokingly call it. I don't even remember how someone started calling it that, and I love it. It would happen in one of my lives. I think someone started talking about, I'm in Scribd jail. I'm like, oh, I've been there. Yeah. So and then if you keep listening, it just keeps getting shorter. The list of available books gets shorter and shorter.
Like I have a list of like 30 books, and it tells, the thing that I like is it tells you like these will be available on this date. Right. So it's not just like they're not available right now. Right. It's like on this date.
It's just whenever everyone's date is different too, because mine renews like on the 12th, I think. Yeah. So it always says this will be available on October 12th.
I still use it so much; it's worth the money for me.
Oh, me too. And it's mine. I think it's $11.99 a month now. It was $9. I think it went up.
I thought it was 11. Like 8 at one point.
It's $11 now. $11.99 a month. I use it.
My credit card information and forget about it. And so I have no idea how much it costs.
I easily listen to at least 4, one a week. At least 4 audiobooks.
How many? Most of my audio listening at this point is through Scribd.
Yeah. I use Scribd and Libby pretty evenly right now. but I almost exclusively am listening. I very, very rarely have a book that I'm reading in print. They're all books that I own. I just tend to listen to them rather than read in print. Although one of my Read Like Audrey books I have to read in print, and all 3 of my Mitzi books I had to read. Oh no, I listened to some of them. But one of them is a really old Newbery book, and that they don't have an audiobook for it.
And there's podcasts and stuff on there too.
Uh-huh.
So.
Yep, it's fun.
It's worth it for me. It has its pros and cons, and some people really don't like it, but for me, I really like it.
I prefer it to Audible because I don't need to keep my audiobooks once I read them. Like, I don't need to keep it. So I don't need to pay $14.99 to keep an audiobook. And that's only one, right?
And at the same time, I kind of like prefer it over the library, only because if something is checked out at your library and you're on the holds list, you could be on hold for it for 6 months. Whereas for this, the longest you're going to be on hold is a month.
Well, I just learned audiobooks are so expensive for libraries to have.
So expensive.
So expensive. So they don't have an unlimited
checkout
availability of them because it's
they pay like per checkout. So like they pay an X amount of money, and they can only allow so many checkouts on that before they have to pay again.
Yeah.
It's obscene. Is it hard to get a hot new release? No, you can get I listened to Fourth Wing on Scribd.
Oh, you did? I forgot.
Mm-hmm. Which the audiobook apparently is not great. I didn't have an issue with it.
Yeah.
But you can, and that's actually why I like it, is because a lot of times, and a lot of obscure books are on there. So UK releases or smaller authors or things like that your library might not have, a lot of times will be on there.
It's fun. I just like to save books. When I feel the urge to do book shopping, I could just save books on Scribd. I'm like, okay, I've got them now.
My TBR on Goodreads has kind of transferred over to Scribd. Where I just whatever, because realistically right now in my life, I'm not picking up physical books and reading them very often. So my NetGalley goes onto my Kindle, and unless it's on my Kindle, or I can listen to it on Scribd, or if I can't find it on Scribd, I'll check my library and put a hold on it. So, and when those come in, I'll listen to those. But that's my TBR right now, is my saved on Scribd.
Yeah, I often.
Yes, what Angela said is exactly how I feel. It's cheaper, and you don't have to wait for 6 to 8 months for a popular read.
Yep. I second all that. Third all that.
And they have a lot of backlist stuff too. So if you have an author that you really like, but they have kind of obscure backlist ones that your library doesn't have, then a lot of times they'll have them.
I often make my TBR at the beginning of the month based on what's on my shelves. Mm-hmm. And then I sit down and I go into Scribd and see how many are there and just save them so I'm ready for them. If they're not in Scribd, then I go to Libby and put them on hold in Libby. Because chances are I'm going to want to listen and not read in print. But yeah, I like it. It's worth it to me for now.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is kind of. And now it's just funny, a joke when you get in Scribd jail, oh man, I'm in Scribd jail again. I was just gonna look something up.
Mine says it's $8.99.
Oh.
Is yours not $8.99?
No. No, they take out $11.99 from me. Yep, $11.99. Next bill, November 9th, $11.99. How did you get in at $8.99?
Maybe, I have no idea. I've just been on it for forever.
You got grandfathered in somehow. And isn't there, if people use your link, aren't you supposed to use
your link, you get a month for free.
But I've never.
Got one of my videos. Scroll to the bottom; it's listed there. But I had a lot, like a year for free.
Did you? I don't think I've ever done that. I need to get on that train.
Okay, well, nobody go use Krista's. Go use mine.
I don't have, and my link is not on there. So
my link is in my video descriptions, all of them. So
yeah,
just saying, if you're interested.
I have too many links already in my description, so maybe that's why I didn't put script as well. I don't know.
I need to go in and take some of mine out because, I don't really order from Book Outlet hardly ever anymore. So
I just saw Chantel do a book haul where she had books from Book Outlet. I'm like, oh, I haven't even gone on Book Outlet in a long time.
I just have been trying to be a lot more intentional about the books that I'm bringing in.
Yeah, and you used to cover buy on Book Outlet like crazy.
Like a ton. I remember when I started, I would buy 14, 15 books at a time, and I would do that multiple times throughout the year. And I'm just like, what was I thinking? I mean, everybody goes through that. When they start a channel, when they start a Bookstagram, whatever, you go through a phase where you just buy a ton of books. And then you get to a point like now where
you have walls of books.
Get rid of all the books because you're never going to read any of those books you just bought.
Yeah.
So now I wait and I just listen to books, and if I love them, I buy them to put on my trophy shelf. Yeah. Have you seen that TikTok? I've sent you that TikTok, didn't I? Or it was an Instagram reel, I think, with the guy that was how do you find time to read all these books? And they take their earbuds out and they're like, what are you talking about? Oh, you mean listen. These are just my trophy books.
Yep.
I'm like, that is so me, because I totally do that. I listen to it, and then if I really like it, I'll go buy a hard copy to put on my shelf.
That's so funny. I often just get rid of books when I've read them. I keep a bunch, but I just organized some more shelves today for a video that will be coming out shortly.
I still need to post my unhaul. I have a ton of books sitting. I have 2 totes full of books.
I wish I could come and put them all on Pango for you, because I love doing that.
I need somebody to do it. I was going to have my kids do it, but I think that they would be not real great about putting the quality of the book.
Yeah.
They'd be like, yeah, this is a good condition. I'm like, but no, you have to know what the difference between good and excellent is. I don't trust a 13-year-old to do that.
No.
Not my 13-year-old anyway.
That's funny. I haven't been on Pango in a while either. I've been trying to scale back.
Oh, Pango is the easiest to use, Kat.
Yeah, it's very easy.
Oh, it couldn't be easier. It really couldn't.
Oh, my word, Cass. Sometimes I feel that way at the beginning of a book. But once I'm in it, I'm in it.
And the narrator makes a huge difference. Actually, The Lazy Genius this week, her podcast was on how to lazy genius audiobooks.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I listened to it, and she had some really good pointers that I hadn't really ever thought of before. Yeah. One of the things that she said was to understand that your go-to genre for print books might not be your go-to genre for audiobooks.
Yeah.
So you may prefer to read fantasy or whatever, but you might not enjoy listening to fantasy.
Yeah.
You might enjoy listening to nonfiction or, whatever. And so, that was one. What were the other things? I don't even remember, though.
I would say, too, that when I'm starting a book, I usually don't do anything else except maybe happy color, or go for a walk, where my brain is not involved actively with anything else.
Yes.
And then once I'm into a book, then I can clean or do the dishes or whatever. But when I'm starting a book, until I'm feeling a little comfortable with the characters and what's going on, I usually just either sit and happy color, because that's kind of mindless for me now, or I go for a walk and listen for the first.
I agree with that, because, for example, I started listening to The Graveyard Book yesterday or the day before while I was working. My boss knows this. I listen to audiobooks all the time while I'm working, because I work with numbers, and so I can audiobook and do numbers at the same time. It's not a big deal. But I couldn't follow it. Yeah. There were too many characters. I wasn't getting it. So I just set it to the side. But then tonight I picked it back up, and I'm just happy coloring and doing it, and I can focus on the book and the characters in the book, and give yourself some time to just focus on it. And then, totally agree.
And if you, like when I was first starting to speed up, I would start with 1.25 and then depending on the narrator, increase that. Just each narrator is a little different. Now I start at 1.75 or 1.8, and then sometimes I can go up to 2, sometimes above 2, depending on the narrator. But like I've increased as I've been listening. But when I first started, if I listened at 2, I would be like, "What on earth is this?" I couldn't do it at the beginning, but
I am really into it, or the narrator's really slow, or I just really, really want to get through it really fast, I can go up to 2. I tried going higher than that this week because I just wanted to be done with a book. And I cannot go beyond that. I was picking up like every 20th word, and I'm like, this is probably not productive.
Yeah, Kat, I understand the mind wandering, which is why I think I like to play Happy Color. Because then I'm focused on something with my eyes, and it allows my ears to just listen and focus.
Yes.
But if I try laying in bed, I'm immediately out. I don't read in bed ever. I know a lot of people.
I Kindle before I go to bed, but only because I don't have to get up to turn the lights off then.
Yeah.
And if I just conk out, then it just turns off eventually.
Anymore, if I'm trying to
read, I'll put on my audiobook, but I always put a bookmark in before I start because I last about 2.5 minutes and I'm out.
I could be in here reading in my chair and realize, oh my word, it's 12:30. But if I'm in my bed at 10 o'clock, oh good, I'll read for an hour. Nope, I'm out. I'll be out immediately.
Do we have a favorite narrator?
I have a lot of people that I like, but I don't ever remember them.
So I like Brittany Presley for romance books. She has actually edged out Julia Whalen and some of those really popular ones. I really like Brittany Presley. I think Edward Herman narrating Unbroken will forever be a favorite of mine. I just did that.
Jim Dale doing the Harry Potter books was fantastic. And I loved Ralph Cosham for the Louise Penny series.
Yeah, Bonnie Turpin is fantastic. Who's the guy that narrated the Finding Langston books? Dion.
I never remember who narrators are.
Yeah, I don't remember now, but he was amazing. After I finished those books, I looked him up, and I have before looked up narrators because in Libby, under who the narrator is or whatever, if you click on their name, it'll pull up everything that's narrated by that person.
Yeah.
So, and I've done that a few times for a few different people because I really like the way that they narrate.
Yeah. I need to start using, because you can make lists in Libby too. I need to start making book lists.
Yeah,
tags. Yeah. I have to start at 2 now. Once you get pretty fast, all words sound the same.
I know Katie from Currently Reading listens at 3, and I'm like, how?
I start some at 2 because that's what the last one was at.
Yeah.
Because I get up to 2 all the time. And on Libby, I love it because you can do 2.1, 2.2. Scribd skips to 2.5. So that's tough because I can't do that usually. But I've gone to 2.25, 2.3 a couple times. Just depends on the narrator.
Really impressive.
Just little by little, you build it up.
It also depends on what time of day it is.
And what else I'm doing.
I have to slow down late at night. If I'm trying to listen to a book specifically to fall asleep, if I wake up in the middle of the night and I can't get back to sleep, a lot of times I'll put on a classic at 0.8 or 1.0 speed and turn the volume really low just to have something going, and it'll put me knock me right out.
All right, let's go ahead and do, first of all, I was looking up contexto. Yeah. Is that just you guess a word? Who someone, I think it might have been Mary Lou. I think I have to look up how to play it. But if you were the one that said that you play contexto, let me know because Let's do one last sprint. Are you good to go to 50, Amanda? And then
I'm good for whatever.
Okay.
I'm here for the fun.
All right. I think Jenna got held up at her friend's house probably. That's fine.
That's okay.
Yeah. Okay, so this will be our last sprint because it's getting on 11 for me. But we'll read until 50.
All righty. Let's do it.
Oh, I just lost. There we go. All right. And if you have to leave during it, that's fine. Angela, Happy Color is a free app where you just
color by number.
Color by number. It's so fun.
It's very addicting.
It is very addicting.
Very, very addicting. It's a problem. Like I have to put a time limit on my phone.
I do, and then I constantly say, ignore limit.
Ignore limit. You don't know what you're talking about.
All right. Last sprint, everybody. Happy reading. Right, all right. The time has come. Wrap it up. How'd you go? How'd you do?
What?
Did you stick with Graveyard Book?
Yeah, I'm still doing Graveyard Books. So I am, let's see. Come on. 23%.
Nice. I am enjoying The Tenant of Wildfell Hall. It's like this single mom and her son move into this hall in this small town, and everyone has opinions about her. And so the brother just came home from school or whatever, and he's like, I'm going over to meet her. I got to hear what everybody's talking. I got to meet who everyone's talking about. It's just funny. So funny. Yeah, I'm enjoying it so far, so that's good. Okay, Jamie, are you still here?
I tried it. I could not get it.
It's not like Wordle where it shows you if some letters are the same or like there's no.
You have to figure out the link of the word. It's like the meaning of the word is similar. I know that. But it's too big for me.
So I don't get it.
I get the point of it. I
haven't really said I need to play.
I did do keyword though. That one was fun.
I haven't tried that one yet because I got confused by Contexto. I'm like, I was trying to listen. I'm like, I can't do word games while I'm listening. I need to stop eating candy corn.
Ew.
That's my fall addiction. I know it's not even good, but I love them.
So gross. It's like me and those sweethearts at Valentine's Day time. The conversation hearts. I love those things.
So Jamie, I don't know. Thank you for explaining Contexto. I think I just need to play around with it and see. Kat made it to chapter 2, but going to take her dog for a walk. She's probably gone. Good night. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. On a Thursday. I just realized we hadn't done one yet this month, and our book club is next week.
I know.
Hopefully you will be able to join in next Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central, for our conversation about the Graveyard Book. I hope you love it. Those of you who are reading it.
So far, so good.
Yeah. I love it. I saw that I gave it 5 stars when I read it before a couple years ago.
I'm excited for the story to start moving a little bit more.
Yeah.
Because right now you could tell it's just still setting the stage.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, I need some plot movement.
Yeah. It's fun. All right.
It's been a fun one.
I have to get ready for bed because I'm going to get my facial in the morning. It's at 9 a.m. So I need to
wow.
Yeah.
Bright and early.
They don't it's an actual spa place and they don't have a lot of evening hours. So
yeah.
I had to go. I don't have to work till noon tomorrow, so hopefully I don't have any bad reactions to anything. But I'm excited. Yeah, thanks for joining in, everybody.
Oh man, Angela, I hope that you enjoy Happy Color.
Yes.
Report back. Let us know what you think.
My favorite categories are patterns, mandalas, and mystery. I like doing the mystery ones.
I love the mystery ones. I think so. I've done all the mystery ones.
I think I'm not caught up with mystery, but I've done all the patterns,
all the mystery ones, and I've done all my bonus ones.
Oh, I don't.
My favorite are the mystery.
I do daily. I try to do all the daily ones.
I did the dailies last year. I got a whole year.
Yeah.
Of daily, so I got that bonus for getting a full year, and then so I'm not doing it this year though. So the mandalas and the mosaic, I enjoy.
Oh yes, mosaic and patterns. Mosaic, patterns, mandalas, and dailies. Those are the 4 categories I try to do. But there's so many mandalas. I'm determined to do all of them though.
I know. I was just doing that too. I was scrolling back.
Oh man,
I'll scroll all the way back, and then I'll start a ton of them so that they're in my
in your feed. Yeah, I have a ton in my feed right now.
Whatever it is, my library, or I don't know what it's called.
I've never done the bonus. Where are they?
At the very end, if you scroll all the way to the right.
Oh yeah. Nope, I don't do any of those.
Do you claim your rewards or whatever when you get rewards?
No.
Oh my goodness, Krista. Okay, so open up the app.
Yeah.
So you have your app open.
Yeah.
At the bottom.
Yeah.
Where it says my feed.
Yeah.
At the top, there should be a trophy.
A little thing, yeah.
What does it have a number by it?
No.
Do you ever click on it?
I must have claimed. Oh yeah, I have claimed them.
Yeah, so that's where you claim them.
Yeah.
So then once you claim them, you can go into that bonus.
Oh yeah, look, I have tons of bonus ones. I just have never done them.
Yeah. That's what your reward is for getting your little achievements. You get bonus ones.
Oh, I did. At one point, I did 4 of them. There's 4.
Look at that.
Oh, there's another one. 5. Oh, yeah, there's oodles of them in here. Holy moly. Oh, I used to do them. Look at it. I used to do them. There was a whole patch.
The Disney ones are fun, too, like, depending on my mood. I'll get into the Disney ones.
I sometimes get into interiors.
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
And, like, the car ones, for some reason. Like, I don't like cars, but for some reason I did the car one. Like, the scenery ones I liked for a while.
Yeah.
No, I never did the Marvel, Disney.
I think I did all the Marvel ones at one point. I had all the Marvel ones done.
I check hobbies for bookish ones every once in a while.
Oh, I've never done that.
Because sometimes there's bookshelves and like fun reading ones.
Look, there's a knitting one.
I never did fantasy because I don't like the ones where you think you're doing one color and then you click it and it shows up as like 5 colors. I hate
or it like blends, the blended ones.
No, I'm not a fan of those.
Boo on those.
I need to
Oh, I like doing the good cause ones too. Like the Make-A-Wish and Meals on Wheels. I've done those ones.
Yeah, we just went off on a big happy colored tangent.
I love it, Cass. She's like, I'm upset that I did a whole year and now there's not a reward for the second year.
Yeah. I've done a whole year before and I'm going to do this whole year too.
Yeah.
But anyways,
there's
the color.
I paid for it so I don't get the ads.
Same.
Like that was finally one where I just paid for it to not have the ads because the ads were so annoying.
Yep, I paid finally too.
But I'm like, I use it so much and it's a one-time fee. Like,
yep,
totally worth it.
What are the Facebook rewards of?
Yes, sometimes. So in the news feed,
yeah.
Sometimes if you click on it, it'll say like, get your whatever bonus for this month's something. And if you click on it, it's like in Facebook and you click on a link and it'll.
Oh, that's funny. Cool. Of the in-between ads, yeah. Too funny. All right. Well, thanks.
All right.
Now, everybody, have a wonderful evening.
Yes.
We will see you
next week.
Day.